BB-9, you've got a special guest today, and who else?
Froggy.
Froggy, and who's on our pants today? Show them your pants. Who's that? Who's that? Say it a little louder.
Yoda.
Baby Yoda. So, May the 4th is coming up. Can you say, May the 4th be with you?
What with you?
May the 4th be with you. So, we're going to actually read some special Star Wars books today. Cal, who's on the cover of this book? BB-8. Can you say BB-8?
BB-8.
On the Run. Where's BB-8? Can you show us BB-8? Oh, awesome. So let's take a read about BB-8 on the Run. Are you excited?
Yeah.
I'm going to try my best with all these words. I'm not too good with all the Star Wars words, so let's see how we do. BB-8 on the Run.
On the run.
BB-8 wasn't used to being on his own, and it was scary. Very scary. His friend Poe had told him to run. Get as far away from here as you can, the pilot had said. I'll come back for you. But BB-8 had seen the explosion back in Tunal village, and he feared Poe was gone. I will when I'm done reading the page. Now it was all up to him to get the top secret map to the Resistance so they could find Luke Skywalker. All up to him. That was scary too. Are you feeling sad for BB-8?
No.
No, not yet. As he took shelter for the night, BB-8 remembered something else Poe had once said to him. It's easy, buddy. You do good things, and good things will come back to you. But how could such a small droid do such a big job? The next morning, as BB-8 resumed his journey, he was glad to come across someone else. It was Tito. But he was in trouble. His lugabeast was sinking into the sand. Please help, said Tito in a language that sounded like screeches and warbles. BB-8 was in a hurry to complete his mission, but he felt sorry for Tito. And for the lugabeast, too. Maybe BB-8 could do something for them.
Wait.
Oh no, it's a trap! What's going to happen to BB-8? I'm going to take you apart and sell you piece by piece, said Tito. You're even more valuable than the other one. What other one? A panel closed above BB-8, shutting out the sunlight. He realized the only scarier thing than being alone in the dark. You are such a good friend to BB-8. Was not being alone in the dark. Then the huge shape spoke. Please don't hurt me, it cried, trembling. It wasn't a monster at all. Just a big, gentle loading droid. BB-8 chirped happily at the massive thing. You promise? It asked, worried. BB-8 nodded wholeheartedly and beeped and warbled some more. Whew. Give BB-8 a nice big hug. Tell him it's okay again. Your name is BB-8, said the loading droid. Mine is F3ZK, but you can call me Fez. The giant was no longer scared, and BB-8 was no longer alone. Oh, he made a friend, huh?
Yeah, he made a friend. I know a friend. It's his name. I'm BB-8. And I'm Froggy.
Fez told BB-8 he was part of a droid ship that was scouting Jakku. His ship was scheduled to leave that afternoon, but Fez was going to miss it because he was stuck in this cell. Scheduled to leave that afternoon. BB-8 was torn. Should he stay on Jakku in case Poe came back, or should he try to get off the planet in Fez's ship? The map had to be delivered, and soon. But first they had to get out of this trap. As BB-8 looked at the loose panel on the floor, he realized he had the perfect plan.
Oh, perfect plan.
"Excuse me, Mr. Funny Little Lizard Man, we need your help," said Fez. Tito ran to see what was wrong. BB-8 was missing, and there was an opening in the floor. "We were trying to escape, and he fell in that hole," said Fez. Tito climbed into the cell and looked down into the black space. "I don't see him."
You don't see me. You
"Closer." Tito bent over the hole. "Closer," said Fez. Tito leaned way over the opening and peered in. With Tito trapped, the two droids were able to escape. "Let's get out of here so I can go home," said Fez. "You can come with me if you want." BB-8 let out a series of chirps. "A mission?" asked Fez. "That sounds important. We'd better get you to the ship. It's picking us up at the ruins." How does BB-8 talk? Beep, boop, beep, boop. BB-8 and Fez raced across the desert as fast as they could. "The good news is, the funny little man is okay," said Fez as he noticed Tito in the distance. "The bad news is, he's following us." "Oh no!" Suddenly, a flock of angry steel peckers flew up between BB-8 and Fez. BB-8 fled one way, and Fez went the other. The birds didn't know which droid to follow. "Hey, over here!" cried Fez, trying to get the steel pecker's attention. "Run, BB-8! You have to complete your mission," Fez yelled. "I'll save you!" BB-8 didn't want to leave his friend, but he had to deliver the map, and Fez was already leading the steel peckers away. Alone once again, BB-8 continued on his journey. He hoped Fez would be all right. When BB-8 entered the Kelvin ravine, he met a scavenger family. "Please, do you know where we could find something to eat?" asked the mother. "My children are hungry." Was this another trap? What do you think? Are they going to hurt him?
No.
You don't think so? I hope not. The children crowded around BB-8. When he saw their thin faces, he knew it wasn't a trick. He remembered the food packets in the wrecked starship where he'd spent the night, but it was in the opposite direction from where he was going. If he hurried, he could get the family to the food and still make it to the droid ship before it took off. If he hurried. Do you think he's going to try to help the kids?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. BB-8 hurried. He got them some food. Look at that. What a good boy BB-8 is, huh?
I see it.
Yeah, he got them food.
Ooh.
Next, BB-8 found a Hapabor with an injured leg. BB-8 recalled the medical frigate he'd passed that morning. It would have first aid supplies, but going back for them would probably mean missing the droid ship. BB-8 thought for some time, trying to decide what to do. The Hapabor moaned, and BB-8 made up his mind. Tito was never going to catch him on that slow-moving lugabeast. BB-8 almost felt sorry for the weird little guy.
There's a book right there.
Almost. But not really. BB-8 finally made it back to the Hapabor with a medical kit.
What happened?
We're going to find out. The beast was so happy, it licked him and kissed him. That's what he's doing. He's giving him a big lick, which wasn't necessarily a good thing.
He's licking.
Where'd BB-8 go?
What?
Where is he? Make sure we can see him.
Yeah.
Come sit back here with me. There we go. BB-8 worried that he was going to miss the droid ship because he had stopped to help so many people. Just then, as he reached the ruins, he saw something in the distance. The droid ship! At last! Only it was preparing to launch! BB-8 raced for the ramp as it started to close. Then he saw another wonderful sight. Fez Fez was okay. He had escaped the Steelpeckers, and he too was running for the droid ship. He waved happily to BB-8, who tripped with joy. They were going to make it off Jakku together after all. Oh no, but then something terrible happened. Quick, bring BB-8 back. Let's see what happened.
Wait, you hug him to the quick.
Okay, let's keep him right here. See what Tito appeared, blocking the way. Fez started to panic, but BB-8 quickly formed a plan. He remembered what Tito had said, that BB-8 was more valuable than Fez. He also remembered how Fez had saved him from the Steelpeckers. BB-8 started to speed away from the ship, and Tito followed BB-8 instead of Fez. "Where are you going?" yelled Fez. BB-8 beeped an order. How does he beep? Beep, boop, beep, doop, beep, boop. Okay, I'll get on the ship, said Fez. Thank you, BB-8. I'll never forget you helping me. The massive droid made it up the ramp just in time.
Yes, in time.
BB-8 felt he had done the right thing in helping Fez and the hungry family and the injured Happabore. But if he had done such good things, then why was this bad thing happening to him? He was so confused. Maybe Poe was wrong. Maybe you don't get what you give. Who found him? Who's that?
Kylo Ren.
No, not Kylo Ren. That's Rey.
Ray helped him. Oh,
Or then again, maybe you do. So what did you think of BB-8 on the run? Did he help a lot of people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, that one's cool.
Yeah, we'll read another Star Wars one, but what should we say now?
Bye. Bye, thanks for reading. Bye-bye.